We, Equality 72521, have discovered a new power of nature, a new secret. The Council of Scholars has said that we all know the things which exist, and therefore the things which are not known by all do not exist. But we think the Council of Scholars is blind. The secrets of this earth are not for all men to see, but only for those that will seek them. We have watched it and worked with it. We saw it first 2 years ago. One night we were cutting open the body of a frog when we saw its leg jerking. It was dead, yet it moved. Some unknown power was making it move. We could not understand it. Then, after many tests, we found the answer. The frog had been hanging on a wire of copper, and it had been the metal of our knife which had sent a strange power to the copper through the brine of the frog's body. We put a piece of copper and a piece of zinc into a jar of brine. We touched a wire to them. There, under our fingers, was a miracle, a new miracle and a new power. This discovery haunted us. We worked with it. We tested it, in more ways than we can describe. Each step was another miracle unveiling before us. We came to know that we had found the greatest power on earth, for it defies all the laws known to men. We had been taught when still a child that the lodestone points north, and this is a law which nothing can change. Yet our new power defies all laws. We have found that it causes lightning. Never have men known what causes lightning. In thunderstorms, we raised a tall rod of iron by the side of our hole. We have seen the lightning strike again and again. Now we know that metal draws the power of the sky, and that metal can be made to give it forth. We have built strange things with this discovery of ours. We used for it the copper wires which we found here under the ground. We have walked the length of our tunnel with a candle lighting the way. We could go no farther than half a mile, for earth and rock had fallen at both ends. But we gathered all the things we found and we brought them to our workplace. We found strange boxes with bars of metal inside, with many cords and strands and coils of metal. We found wires that led to strange little globes of glass on the walls. They contained threads of metal thinner than a spider's web. These things help us in our work. We do not understand them, but we think that the men of the unmentionable times had known our power of the sky, and these things had some relation to it. We do not know, but we shall learn. We cannot stop now, even though it frightens us that we are alone in our knowledge. No single one can possess greater wisdom than the many scholars who are elected by all men for their wisdom. Yet we can. We do. We have fought against saying it, but now it is said. We do not care. We forget all men, all laws, and all things save our metals and our wires. So much is still to be learned. So long a road lies before us. What care we if we must travel it alone? Many days passed before we could speak to the Golden One again. Then came the day when the sky turned white as if the sun had burst and spread its flame in the air, and the fields lay still without breath. The women of the field were weary. They tarried over their work, and they were far from the road when we came. But the Golden One stood alone at the hedge, waiting. We stopped and we saw that their eyes, so hard and scornful to the world, were looking at us as if they would obey any word that we might speak. We have given you a name in our thoughts, Liberty 53000.
What is our name?
The Golden One.
Nor do we call you Equality 72521 when we think of you.
What name have you given us?
The Unconquered.
Such thoughts as these are forbidden, Golden One.
But you think such thoughts as these, and you wish us to think them?
We looked into their eyes, and we could not lie. Yes, our dearest one, do not obey us.
Speak these words again.
Which words? But they did not answer, and we knew it. Our dearest one. Never have men said this to women. The head of the Golden One bowed slowly, and they stood still before us, as if their body were delivered in submission to our eyes. We could not speak. Then they raised their head, and they spoke simply and gently, as if they wished us to forget some anxiety of their own.
The day is hot, and you have worked for many hours. You must be weary.
No.
It's cooler in the fields, and there is water to drink. Are you thirsty?
Yes, but we cannot cross the hedge.
We shall bring the water to you.
Then they knelt by the moat. They gathered water into their 2 hands. We do not know if we drank that water. We only knew suddenly that their hands were empty, but we were still holding our lips to their hands, and that they knew it, but did not move. We raised our head and stepped back, for we did not understand what had made us do this, and we were afraid to understand it. And the Golden One stepped back and stood looking upon their hands in wonder. Then the Golden One moved away. Even though no others were coming, they moved stepping back, as if they could not turn from us, their arms bent before them, as if they could not lower their hands.